All right. I am continuing with the topic of yesterday where I left. That is order list. That was the last topic we revised yesterday. So continuing with that topic, I was discussing the role of start attribute, right? Suppose you want to start list with a particular number or with a particular letter, right? Suppose I have this list: pen, pencil, sharpener, and this is the default ordering. But you don't want the list to be starting with 1. You want that your list should start with the 5, right? So accordingly, what you will do, you will mention the value in the start attribute from where you want to start the list. That means your command will be ol type attribute. You want the display as 1 2 3, but you want to start the list from 5. So you will write 5 here as a value of the start attribute. Clear? Your start always take numeric value. Now when you will display the list pen, pencils and sharpener, it will start from number 5. The style of the numbering will be 1 2 3, but the numbering will start from 5. Clear? Suppose you want to display as ABC. Right here A. You want to start with the letter E. You want like this. Right? Here in this case also, the start will take the value, the numeric value, which is corresponding to the value of the alphabet. Don't write here E. Don't write here E. Start always take numeric value. So corresponding to 5 number, whichever is the alphabet, from that the list will start display. Am I clear? Any doubt with the order list? Now I revise definition list. Denoted by DL. DL tag stands for definition list. Definition list by name, it is very much clear. A list that displays the term and its definition. A list that displays the term and its definition. This is one such list where you have no bullets, no numbers, no alphabets. Just in one line you will have the term, and in the second line you will be having the definition of the term. Clear? Come in, please. Two tags which are associated with this list, they are DT, that is definition term, and DD, which stands for definition description. definition term and definition description. The DT tag will play the role to define or to specify the term to be defined. DD definition description will display the actual definition of the term. For example, I am making one short HTML code. DL DT. I am taking the term URL. I am going to define this. It is the address of the file on internet, and I close the DD. Clear? Likewise, I define one more term. Let it be thread. Group of related messages is called thread. Clear? And I close the DD tag over here. After this, I close my definition list tag. Now what will happen? Term will come automatically in one line and definition will come automatically in another line. Term in one line, its definition in another line. Term in one line, its definition in another line. But keep one thing in mind. Since there are no bullets, there are no alphabets, there are no numbers, don't write BR here. Here. Don't think that when we will write BR, then only definition will come in the next line. In the definition list, this setting is automatically done. That term will come in one line, its definition will come in another line. So no need to add BR. BR will be added only in one particular case. Suppose that you have been given the term, then there is one blank line left, and definition is after one blank line. You got my point? Term is given in one line, then one line is left blank, then the definition is starting. The structure given in the paper is like this, that you have been providing term in one line, then one blank line you are encountering, then after that blank line you see the definition. In this particular case, you will add one BR over here. Only in this particular case. Otherwise, if it is journal question, no such extra formatting has been done, then no need to write BR over here. In any list, order, unorder, definition, nested, don't add BR just to show this, that content is coming in separate line. Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Moving to the next concept, I am discussing today nested list. Nested list. Nested list, I told you earlier also, it is not any type of list. It is just a feature that is available in HTML. Don't consider to be a fourth type of list. What nested list actually is? A list inside another list. A list inside another list. It may happen you have UL list inside OL list, or OL list inside UL list, or it may happen you have definition list inside UL list. In any of the case, the structure can come. The coding of nested list depends upon the question that you have got. It wholly solely depends upon the question. Don't think there is only one type of coding in nested list. It depends what structure you have got, what type of web page you have got. According to that, the coding will change. Right now, I just discuss one type of coding. I am taking devices as hub and switch. As per the given structure, I have order list as outer list because my first element is being specified by numbers. Inside the order list, I have sub list, which is denoted by bullets. Clear? So that means as per this structure, I have unordered list inside the order list. So what coding will I write? I straight away start with the main coding. OL type equal to 1. Now, since it is 1, 2, 3, you can also write OL alone. No need to mention type attribute because your style is 1, 2, 3, which is the default style of order list. So you can skip the type attribute. But if it is A, B, C or Roman, then it is compulsory to write the type attribute. Now I write the first option, types. Clear? Now inside this types, I have two sub options, LAN and PAN. They are being displayed using the bullets. So I write UL type equal to square. You can see square over here. So my type attribute of UL tag will take the value square. Then I mention two options here, LAN. Second option I mention is PAN. And here I close my UL. Make one thing very clear in your mind. Inner list is opened, closed, opened and closed. Outer list is opened once and will be closed totally at the end. Don't keep on opening and closing the outer list. Sometimes I'll be using the word outer list. Sometimes I'll be using the word external list. External means this outer. It will be opened once in the beginning and at the end it will be closed. Inner list will be opened, closed simultaneously. Now moving to again li and see the way I am writing the coding. This is the mistake you always commit in your exams. That is why your marks are cancelled. See the hierarchy I have followed. Every tag is little bit inward than the previous tag. This li little inward, ol inside it, then li again inward. See the structure I am following. Your coding, your structure, your formatting should be clear to the board checker. Don't just write all the coding in one line. Right? Now li devices. Now this li, which I have written over here, it will take the value of order list. It will take the value of order list. Again, inside it, I have two sub options. So I am going with the type attribute. Again, square. If instead of square, you find here circle, so your value of type will be circle. Clear? Then mention your two options. And close your inner list. Now you can see after this, no structure is left. My structure is totally complete. So here, you finally close your outer list. Finally close your outer list. Am I totally clear with this? Online students, am I clear? Devanshi, Himanshu, Kamakshi, Sanya. Please raise your thumb so that I can see that you are in the lecture. Arshdeep Singh, Khayati, Harnoor. Of type attribute must be typed in lowercase. When you will type the value of type attribute in uppercase, the problem may come in the browser. Instead of disk, circle may be displayed. Instead of circle, disk may be displayed. So it is preferable that you type the value of type attribute in lowercase. Clear? So that was all about the topic of list. I revise the next topic, that is image. Denoted by img tag, your image tag. Image tag is a tag that is used to insert any image in the web page. When you want to insert image in the background of the web page as a wallpaper, then you take into consideration background attribute of body tag. But when you want to display image in the web page as a part of web page, as object in the web page, then we will take into consideration img tag. Right? img. Its first attribute is src. src is known as source. src means source. What is the role of src attribute? src attribute is used to specify the complete path or the URL of the image. Suppose your image is stored in picture folder and picture folder is in D drive. So you will say D drive, pictures, and the name of your image. This is the path of your image, right? So how to insert the image? Right click on the icon of image, choose the properties option, then copy paste the complete location given, the complete URL, the complete location path, and paste it over here. Paste it over here. Then put one slash and write the name of the image along with the extension. Write the name of the image, whatever name you have given to the image, dot along with the extension, and then close these double quotes. When you will copy paste the location, the name of image will not come here. That you have to write yourself. Clear? So SRC attribute is used to specify the URL or the path of the image. Clear? Now suppose I have given one instruction. Image is from the file train.jpg, but I have not given the path. You are not having this knowledge that where this image is residing. So directly you write over here, no need to add any drive from your side, because question is silent on this topic. In your web page question, if direct the name of image is given, don't add any drive from your own side, because you are not clear about it where the image is stored. So at that time, you directly mention the name of image in the double quotes. Then next attribute is height. I'm giving the height 150, the height of the image. Width of the image, I'm giving 200. Then suppose I want to give border. You can give border. I'm giving the border with the value 3. Right? Then there are two more attributes of image, that is align and alt. Apart from these attributes, SRC, height, width, border, there are two more attributes, align and alt. The align attribute is used to set the alignment of the image. 5 possible values which image tag align attribute will take: left, that is the default setting; right, top, middle, bottom. These two values, they are associated with the image. But these three values, they are associated with the text that you have inserted along with the image. Got my point? These two values are with the respect of image. Left side image or image comes on the right side. But these three values are in connection to the text that you have written along with the image. I tell you what I mean by this. This is your image. I write here school. If I give align top, school will come here. If I write middle, school will come in the middle. If I write bottom, school will come at the bottom. Don't think that if you are giving align middle, it will bring image in the center. No. Clear? Now the question arises, how to bring image in the center? So many times I have discussed this topic with you people. There is only one solution via which your image can come in the center of the web page. That is only and only the use of center tag. This is the only and only solution in order to insert image in the center of the web page. Sorry. No other option. Suppose I have one question. Kunal is a student of 10th class who wishes to insert image in the center of the web page. The height, width of the image is 200 and 300 respectively. As a computer expert, suggest the solution to Kunal. So what your answer will be? Kunal should follow the following command. You will write center tag separately here. Then insert your image command. Write your image command with all the particulars given. Then close the center tag. Again, I am focusing on the same point. To bring image in the center, there is only one solution, center tag. If you write here align equal to center, it is totally wrong. The align attribute of image tag never takes the center value. Only in the case of image this problem comes. The align attribute of image tag never takes the center value. Clear? Now comes the role of alt attribute. What role alt attribute plays? Alt means alternate. Alt means alternate. Suppose you are displaying one image, you want to display one image, but your browser is not recognizing that image. Your browser is unable to display that image. So what will happen? Instead of that image, an alternative text will be displayed. An alternative text will be displayed instead of image. Suppose I am giving the text here, no display of image. So what will happen? Suppose your browser is not able to display this image. Instead of this image, you will see this text will be displayed on the icon of image. No display of image. This problem will only and only arise in that case where image is not being able to be displayed by the browser. If your image is properly displayed, this message won't come. Clear? So this is the role of alt attribute. Clear? Online students, am I clear? Online class, Divanshi, Himanshu, Mansi, Kamakshi, am I clear? All right. Alt means a message, any message that you write as a value of alt attribute. When browser is unable to display the image, alternative to that, some text will be displayed. This image is not displayed, so instead of this image, you will see this text. The message that you have, any message that you have given over here. Clear? All right. Now, let us start with the next topic, tables. Our next topic to revise is tables. Table, everybody knows, arrangement of rows and columns. Horizontal are the rows and vertical are the columns. And where row and column they strike, that is called cell. That is called cell. Cell is the smallest unit, the basic unit, right? Where we will enter the data, where we will enter our data. So in order to create table in HTML, we will use table tag. Table tag of HTML specifies the beginning and the ending of the table, right? Now this tag consists of further some elements or tags which are inserted within the table tag. First is tr. TR tag stands for table row. The role of TR tag is to create a row. This tag is used to create a row in the table. Clear? Next tag is TD. TD stands for table data. And this tag is used to insert or create data cells. This tag is used to create the data cells. Clear? Whatever data you are entering in the cell, the data or the content of the cell, that is entered because of TD tag. The next is TH, table header. Table header. What is the role of TH? To create the header row. To create the header row. Header row will automatically be bold. It will be automatically bold and centrally aligned. Centrally aligned. Clear? Then fourth basic tag is caption. Now caption tag is used to provide a short description or title signifying the purpose of the table. A short description or a title that signifies the purpose of the table. Right? And caption, whatever caption you will give inside the caption tag, that will appear above the table. Like suppose this is your table. Whatever caption you will create via caption tag, that will display here in the center. Just above the table. This is your caption. Now I am discussing two questions. Listen them carefully. Name 4 structural tags of HTML. Head, title, body, HTML. HTML, head, title, body. Now I change the question. Name 4 basic or structural tag associated with the table. TR, TD, TH, caption. Question looks same, but it is different. In first question, I asked you people basic or structural tags of HTML. But in second question, I am asking basic or the structural tags of table. These are the 4 basic tags which are associated with the table. TR, TD, TH and caption. Am I clear with the role of these 4 tags? Now, let us discuss the attributes of these. Now, what are the attributes of TR tag? BG color. Whatever attributes you apply, whatever values you give in the TR, that applies to the entire row. Suppose I am giving TR BG color equal to pink. Pink means the entire row will be of pink color. But when you want to give separate color to separate cell, suppose you want first cell to be appearing in green color, second cell you want to appear in red color, then individually you have to give BG color attribute in TD cell. But when I am giving BG color attribute inside the TR tag, it means the complete row will be of one common color, that is pink. Right? If I say TR align equal to center, the complete data in the row will be aligned center. But if you see alignment different, suppose these are the three cells. This is one row. These are the three cells, center, center, center. Now here you have seen that all the cells are having data in the center. So at one time, only one time, you write TR align equal to center. That will be applied to the entire row. But if you encounter such structure, one cell center, one cell left, one cell right, three cells, three different alignments, then in this case, what you will do? In this particular case, you will apply align attribute in individual TD tag. First TD align center, second TD you can skip the align attribute because by default alignment is left. In the third cell again you take align attribute and give the value right. But what about this case? In this cell, the data is residing at the bottom of the cell. So here you will not take align attribute. You will take V align attribute, vertical align attribute, and the value of V align will be bottom. Am I clear? Online and offline students?